Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Mind Over Mike podcast. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of the show. I'm very excited about today's guest, but really quickly, I want to share a small update about some changes coming to the Mind Over Mike podcast. To provide some transparency on this update, I just want to let you all know that since launching the show, it has truly been one of the better ventures I've ever tried to do. It has been very fulfilling. It has been very rewarding. It has been very time consuming. And it's getting to the point where it's starting to impact other areas of my life. Just in case maybe you don't know, I actually have a full-time 40-hour-a-week job as a graphic designer. And that actually earns money and pays my bills. I also have family and loved ones and a committed girlfriend who would love for me to have a little more time on hand. So, for that reason, and to pursue stand-up more aggressively in the coming months, I've decided to release these episodes on a bi-weekly schedule moving forward. So that means every episode will still release with full-length video on YouTube. All the audio will be available on Spotify. As always, I would love it if you continue to support the show as much as you have. And for those of you who have listened every week, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please continue to do that and share the show. I'm going to be around. We're still doing episodes. I hope to be doing this show for a very, very long time. And the only way that I can ensure that is that I do the show on my own terms and not at the expense of everything else in my life. So we're moving to bi-weekly episodes. Same good guests, same fun content. Please continue to support, just like today's episode. My guest on today's episode is a longtime comrade of mine. He's a fellow stand-up comedian who has helped me at some of my early points in this journey, and he's always been there to lend a hand. I'm excited to say that he and I are also talking about some upcoming projects, possibly some independent shows, and very fun ideas to collaborate more in the future. I enjoyed having him here. I know you're going to enjoy his episode as well. Today's guest is my good buddy, Jared Hazen.
I like how you and Travis went to the computer once on your episode, and mine, you're like, we're just going to start here.
I just had it up. You never know. Sometimes, yeah. Well, sometimes, too, if we're talking about, like, when I had my friend Carrie on, he was bringing up all these, like...
Kerry James?
Kerry James.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's the best.
I met him in Ohio.
You did. That's right. I told him when I saw you on his story, I was like, holy shit, that's insane. What are the odds?
Yeah, we just randomly met, and he put me onto a good book.
Did he?
I think it's The Creative Act.
Mein Kampf. Oh.
Yeah,
Rick Rubin?
Yeah.
I've got it in there right now.
It's
I'm about
good.
to start it.
I've listened to it a few times.
Yeah. I'm about to start it. I read like 4 books at once because I get bored, and then I have to like go back and remind myself what I've been reading.
Yeah.
So that one I'm waiting to start until all my other ones are done.
Yeah, I try to read and stuff, but I've had a series of strokes.
Oh.
The past year, so I don't have any memory or anything. So it's just like, oh, I haven't read this one yet.
Sure.
And
a series
Spotify's
of strokes in the last year?
7 times.
That's kind of nice. So it's always fresh.
Yeah.
My grandma says that all the time because she'll ask me, she'll be like, you ever seen that movie? And I'll be like, yeah, we watched that together. And she'll go, I don't remember it. And then she'll call me the next day and be like, that is a good movie.
It sucks. Like, having memory issues when you're a comedian is
that can be a
best.
problem. You can improv, though.
But there's so many times where I would just like watch a movie or something, and I'm just like, oh, that was great. And then I'll be flipping through like a week later, and I'm like, I've always wanted to see this. And then I get like halfway through it, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, he was dead the whole time.
Yeah, I've always had a bad memory, though. Like, I used to go get my hair cut back when I did that. And,
back when you used to get a haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would always go to like Great Clips or something terrible.
Sure.
And I'd get a terrible haircut. And then like 2 weeks later, I'd go back and I'm like, I don't think this was the one. And like mid haircut, I'm like, oh, it's you.
It's you. Yeah. I have a lovely barber who I have been going to for like a decade now, but she works at a place where there's like 5 of them in there, and on their website you can filter by provider, and like I will only select a date and a time when I know she's gonna, because they're not they don't do it for me. You know,
Yeah.
like occasionally I've gone, well, she's out for 2 weeks. I'll just get somebody else, and then I regret it immediately.
Well, I mean, my hair is hard to cut anyways, I guess. I mean, they make it look hard.
You got big hair.
Well, like when it's short, I have a bunch of cowlicks everywhere.
Oh,
I don't know what they're actually called, but that's what we call them.
yeah, I know that term. Well, I think one time you showed me a picture of you, or maybe I've just seen a picture of you with short hair, and it's weird to me.
Yeah.
I've like never in person. Like if you showed up right now with short hair, I would probably freak out.
Yeah, when I was in the military, I had to get haircuts like every week or so.
Yeah.
And it was always just like buzz on the side
That's
and like
so
a little length on top so I could have fun with it.
That's hard to picture as somebody who's like,
Fat.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, short hair does not look good on me, but
That's true. Big guys, big hair. That does work.
Yeah.
If I had
Hides my
hair,
chins.
I could probably grow it out, but oh yeah, the beard's doing wonders for me too. Like people make fun of my beard all the time, and I go, trust me, it's for the best.
It's getting better.
It's for the best.
Like when I met you, it was a chin strap.
I know. When I launched
You
this,
look like you played football and you just left on the bottom half. You're like, I don't need a helmet.
that's all I
where
can
I'm
do,
going.
man. When I launched this pod, I posted the first thumbnail, and somebody, I can't remember who it was, it might have been Michael Rose, text me a screenshot of the first thumbnail from this show and the first thumbnail from Talking Bits, and said, by your third podcast, your beard might be completely filled in or something, because it has increased.
Well, I mean, I used to have a lot of trouble with mine, like especially when I was in the military. When I went to basic training, they handed us razors and they said, shave all the hair off your face. But then they had to let us know, like, not your eyebrows. Because, like, some
Was it
people
too
would
late?
just go in and be like,
Oh, my
and
God.
just, like, shave everything. But I literally
So
just went like
stupid.
this, like, 3 times and just, like, walked out of the bathroom. And other people came out with toilet paper all over their face. And
Yeah.
it was bad.
All cut up. I don't understand is it for like a mask, like a gas mask fitting thing, the military thing with shaving your face, or is it just like a old school respect thing?
Yeah, just neatness, control.
Yeah. Control for sure.
Um,
But then don't some like high ranking officers have like mustaches and stuff?
Yeah, you can have mustaches as long as they don't extend past your lips.
As long as they're real
But
small.
it looks like a Hitler stash
Yeah.
on me because I don't have a wide mouth.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, and the middle doesn't grow in. Like, it looks like yours, where
yeah.
it's just 2 Datsuns fighting, you know?
I've got a real bad gap in the middle. Sometimes I try to like oil and like move them into the it ain't working.
Just braid it all together.
I just Photoshop every thumbnail. Like the thumbnail of me for this episode, I'm going to look
You're
like I
like,
have a
copy,
really nice
paste.
beard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the stamp tool and just put some hair on there. I've done it before. I'm not going to lie to you. I won't do it on this one. You'll get a real... If you're listening to this, go check out the thumbnail and see the embarrassing gap in my mustache.
It's my friend. He had one of those mustaches that was just like patchy all the way through.
Yeah.
And so it looked like a barcode. And I used to walk past him and go, beep, pedophile. And he would get so mad.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Haley's dad has one of the better mustaches that I've ever seen. So sometimes when I'm around him, I'm just like, how you doing? Like, I just want to cover my face in embarrassment.
Yeah, anytime you see a real man.
Oh, he's a man's man for sure. That's interesting too, because her sister is dating this dude Brendan, who's awesome. He's actually coming on soon, and he is from New Orleans and like hunts and guides duck hunts, and he plays football for ETSU. He's like a dad's dream for like a son-in-law. And then they'll be like talking, like if all the girls go to the bathroom together at dinner, they'll be like, "So what gauge of shotgun you been working with?" or whatever the fuck. And I don't know. Yeah, I have no
Then they
idea.
look at you and they're like, didn't all the women leave?
Yeah.
Where do you...
Aren't you supposed to be in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. I'll just be like, I mean, I wrote a new joke the other day. You know, like they don't care at all. But
What's the dollar bill
I'm a
for?
nice guy. First dollar ever made from telling jokes. Market Street Social Club.
Ooh.
October 31st, 2022.
And I only gave you $1 for that?
It was Rain. She gave me, I think 20. But that was the night when there
That
was
you were too poor to put that in the frame. You're like, I'm going to break it up, pay my bills.
I need that 19.
I got to pay my Spotify, and then I can put the $1 in the frame.
I never thought about that. I needed that other 19. Yeah, the frame was $19 actually.
Yeah.
I did it, and it was a Halloween show, but there was like a Halloween bar crawl downtown Kingsport. So Rain she wasn't even there, and she was like, just so you know, there's a bar crawl, so it should really fill up right before we start the show. And it did. Like 10 minutes before showtime, this guy walks in with a megaphone, and he's like, we're here. And they pack in, like asses and elbows. There's 100 people in that tiny little bar. And then Joey Gray goes up, and he can barely even make the announcement over everybody. He's like, we're about to start the show. And then in between the 5-minute warning and show starting, megaphone guy goes, we're out. And they all left. And it was just like a tumbleweed blowing across the bar. We were like, brutal. Oh my God. And then right as we started, one dude staggered in who was so drunk that he was like behind one bar.
Was it Chance?
Maybe. It might have been. He just stumbled in and was like, where's everybody at? And we were like, oh, you're early. Sit down. And he just sit down and watch the show. Just one guy.
That's funny.
It was me and Joey Gray and I think Malcolm back then. And I don't think anybody else was there. Oh, Phil Taylor was there too. Phil Taylor was there. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I produced a couple shows there before I went to Alaska for the fest.
Yeah.
And whenever I was gone, I'd booked this guy from Kentucky, and I was like, you know, he's been doing it for a while. Like, he knows what to do. He's going to, you know, get people in the law. I don't want to put names on
it. All right, I'll bleep it. Oh, I see where the story's going now. I'll bleep it. Hey, sorry for the interruption. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you're enjoying the episode with Jared Hazen. I did want to take a quick break just to tell you about some shows I have coming up. On Thursday the 22nd, that's just 2 days away, I'm going to be down in Tellico Plains, Tennessee, doing a show with my very funny friend, Mr. Casey Shearer. Casey's a former guest of this show and a good buddy of mine, and he's really got something good going in his hometown, so I can't wait to go help support that new show. Then on the 24th, that is Saturday, January the 24th, we've got our next Don't Tell Tri-City show. Returning favorite headliner coming all the way from Nashville, Tennessee for that one. After that, I've got a next Don't Tell headliner on the 7th of February, Saturday the 7th. And of course, on the 28th of February, we've got our big surprise announcement. Big show for Don't Tell, February 28th. More information coming soon. Back to the episode.
But yeah, I got a text. It's like, hey, no one's here. We're just we're not gonna do the show. And I was like, you guys could like go outside and bark or, you know, do something. Like find some people.
Yeah.
And like I still had to pay everybody for the show that never happened.
That's crazy.
And I was so angry. I was just like, oh, this is why I can't leave town. You know, like.
Yeah, also driving from Kentucky for that blows too on his end. That's rough. I mean, we've all done that, you know, and it's like you do something. Yeah, bark or something. Who knows? Start late. I don't know. So last night I was at dinner with Haley and I was like, what time is it? I forgot that it was Wednesday. And she was like, it's like 8:30. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. So I came and dropped her and dropped her off here. I was like, I'm just going to run to Blue Ridge. I was like, it's probably getting near the end of the list, so I'll just be like an hour or whatever. I'll pop on at the end because I knew you were hosting. And when I walked in the doors of Blue Ridge, Tony said like 3 words, and you go up and you're like, all right, that's our mic for the night.
Yeah.
And then you go, wait, I think we have a late arrival. Do you want to come up? And I was like, I don't know.
I mean, you could say no.
I didn't though.
But you were just like, I'm ready. You cracked your knuckles, untucked your wedgie, and walked straight to stage.
I make a point to have a wedgie every time I'm on stage. I left that just for the good vibes. I didn't even have like, I was thinking, you know, I'll get there, I'll get a drink, I'll sit and go over my notes and think about what I want to talk about. I had no idea. As soon as I got off stage, I was like, shit, there was 4 things I wanted to try that I didn't try.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd been there since 6. Because Sean's out of town, so I was doing a workshop with all of his new people in the class.
A writing workshop?
And it was a lot of fun. Like, you know, we just kind of like, it was very loose. Yeah. And it went well. And then we started the mic, and we'd done it about an hour and a half. And I was like, all right, perfectly timed. Like, for having only like 10 comedians.
Right. Stretch it out.
Yeah. But you walked in, I was like, yay. And then you got up on stage, you're like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. And I was like, no idea.
What a great bookend to the night when I was like, this is going to suck.
It's better than I thought it was going to be, because usually when Sean's out of town, everyone's like, I don't have any reason to go.
Yeah.
So
nobody's going to book them off of that. That's not necessarily true, though. Like, you never know who's going to be there. I mean, I'm there just a lot. Me. You know, you there. You still produce stuff, though. Mm-hmm. We did, I don't know if I talked about it on the show or not, but that New Year's show was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun. And I've done like several shows at that venue over the years, and that one was by far my favorite. That was a lot of fun.
Well, I took a swing on that one. I was like,
how so?
If no one showed up, I was going to lose like 600. But I just went for it because I took so many L's last year.
Yeah.
It was just like losing 100, 150 every single show.
Yeah.
And
been there.
Yeah. It was just a hard year. And that worked out well. I made some money on that show, and I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
But
independent's tough. We were talking last night about a couple things I might have coming up on the independent, like producing side of stuff. And I'm so spoiled by having the don't tell budget to fall back on. And I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm not selling, it's still going to be a real fucking problem for me, but it's not necessarily coming out of my pocket right that moment. You know, they'll just take my show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've always been jealous of that just because it's like you do have help. I know you put a lot into it.
Yeah, I have help on the marketing side and the budget side for sure. I wish I had help on everything, like actual production. I mean, I do have Haley, and then occasionally, like, you're there on a lot of lineups and you help, and like comics who know me will show up early and stuff, and JoJo's always there.
I'm trying to funnel the new people over to you.
Yeah.
Just to like help watch shows.
I've invited several of them. Chris was actually supposed to come to the last one, and he wound up hosting for Sean.
Yeah, then he got the flu.
Oh, did he? Well,
that's what we're trying to figure out. We didn't know if it was the flu or he just like, I don't know how to host. Like, didn't want to do it.
I don't know. I haven't heard from him. He just let me know that he was hosting for Sean. Because I had actually asked Sean about hosting Friday, and he never got back to me. And then Chris said that he was hosting both, so he couldn't make Don't Tell. But it was Mike James from Nashville. He opens for Nate occasionally, and really nice dude. Really nice dude. I enjoy. I got because I'm always like running around producing and cleaning up spills and shit. I don't ever get time. But he got there real early because we started at 8:30, and I think maybe I have a hunch he thought it was 8 because he got there real early. And so for like probably 30 minutes, it was just me and him in the green room, which never happens. But I got to really like talk to him. He's a nice guy. That was really cool. He said that one of his next shows coming up is opening for Nate. And I was like, how many seats is that? And he was like, 21,000. And I was like, you're going from this to that? How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's got to be like hard.
I loved his response, honestly. And I don't maybe want to like air everything, but basically I was like, you know, how do you adjust yourself for those two? And he was like, I just know like that shit's not real. You know, he's like, this is real. Like what I'm doing tonight, this is actually the thing. He was like, that's not real. He's like, it's fun. I'm going to do it as much as I can. But he's like, I need this for me.
Yeah, I try to manage my expectations all the time.
That's hard.
It really is, especially for a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know, like I have PTSD and it just wrecks me.
Do you ever find, I was talking with somebody the other day about like the power of nostalgia. And expectations kind of in there too, where it's like if you really want something to go a certain way and then it doesn't, is that hard for you to grasp?
No, I mean, I've gotten better. Like used to, I would just like white knuckle it all the way home and just be mad and like, I'm quitting comedy. This is bullshit.
No music on the drive.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rough one.
But I've gotten better at it. You know, it's like there's peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
I just try to ride the wave.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at riding. Sometimes though, if the valley's too long, I can like convince myself there'll never be another peak.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's it.
Well, yeah, it's when I first started. I was maybe a year in. I got to open for Paul Rodriguez, and it was like 400 people. Yeah,
yeah.
And I did really well. And I was so excited. I was like, this is it. Like, it's only up for here.
How far in are you when you did that?
Like a year.
That's crazy.
400. Well, we had a clean comedy competition, and no one does clean comedy.
In Alaska?
Really. There's like a few people.
Yeah.
And so I had been working with a guy that produced clean comedy a lot. And so I'd been writing and performing. And so I had a good tight set. And I took second.
Wow.
Which was weird. Because the other guy that was doing it, I'd never even met him before. And I pretty much knew everybody around there. But on the show, I did really well. And I was just so excited. Like people were coming up to me outside the show and they're just like, you did better than Paul Rodriguez and blah, blah. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
like
That's crazy.
It was weird.
Also, if you really want to piss off a headliner, let him overhear you going, you should headline next time. You should. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We liked you more than the headliner.
It's happened a few times. Like, I used to work all the shows with this one guy from LA. He would come up to Alaska and I would do all his shows. Mm-hmm. And we did this one show and I don't know what happened, but afterwards this lady was like, she looked at me, she goes, you were so funny. Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then the headliner came in and she was like, you need to take notes after hit, and like pointed to me. And he got, it hurt his ego a little bit, I think. But yeah,
I'd say
he like kind of went off on her, and I was just like, oh,
really?
Yeah, it was really awkward.
That's very awkward.
It kind of changed my perception of, you know, that dynamic for a little while. But then I was just like, that happens. Like people have.
It does. That's actually never happened to me. I have had almost the reverse, though, where I'm like standing with two other comics and someone walks up and makes a point to look in their direction and be like, you two are great. And then just walks off. And I'm like, all right, I'll just go fuck myself. I've had that so
many times where just like.
So many times.
They look through me. Yes. Like I'm standing in between them and the comedian. And
coming down the road shaking hands and they skip you.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, what is this, high school basketball all over again? Yeah. Good game. Good game. Yeah, I didn't get a pat on the ass sometimes. It happens.
That's funny. Like, I played high school basketball. I was a bench warmer.
Cool.
But, like, we got... I don't know how they did it for you guys, but they would have someone come in and measure us for shoes. Because we were all getting, like, the same shoes.
Right.
And they'd come in and measure us, and they were like, what size are you? And I'm like, 12. I had like a size 9 foot.
Not even close.
Yeah, and they were just like, are you sure? And I just run like a clown when I was on the court, like tripping a lot and
stuff. Did you
stuff.
say that just to antagonize, like just to see?
No, I was very delusional and I wanted big feet, and so I was going to have them.
You'll grow into them.
And I didn't stuff the shoes or anything. I just flopped around in them. Yeah, that could be dangerous. You could like break your ankle. But I would just tighten them so tight I had no circulation.
Tripping over your feet while they're asleep.
Yeah.
I didn't play sports when I got to the high school level. I played like everything as a little kid, but then one by one I just slowly quit.
I was from a small school, so I could do whatever I wanted.
How many kids?
In that school, there was like 72 in my graduating class.
It's pretty small.
And I think I was ranked 69.
Nice.
Thank you. It was very strategic.
Nice. Yeah. You find out you're 70th and you're like, I gotta flunk a test here, or I gotta ace a test.
Well, yeah, like I played football, basketball. I don't think I did baseball, and then golf.
I did baseball a little bit. I never played golf. I played a couple times with my grandfather. He was like real into it, but it was just not fun for me, like going with him, you know, because he'd be like, God, hit it like a man or whatever.
We're playing best ball, kid.
Yeah, I lost $400 that day.
Just in golf balls?
He's just getting hammered all day, too, me driving him around on a cart. That wasn't super fun for me. I liked baseball when I got older, but I quit playing it when I was young. So it's like by the time I kind of liked the sport, I had been out of it for like a decade.
Yes, I played from the beginning, like whatever, like
T-ball.
T-ball.
Yeah.
And then I quit, I think, in middle school.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It was either that or get bullied, and I chose get bullied.
Yeah, so. Good choice. Safe choice. Mom used to get mad at me when I was playing baseball because I played right field, so like the ball never fucking comes to you.
Oh yeah, especially that's the worst position.
T-ball. So I would like sit down and put my glove on my head and like be playing in the grass, and she'd be like, "Stand up!" She'd be yelling.
It'd be funny if you caught a ball with it on your head. You're like, "What happened?" They're like, "Pick up your glove."
Cut to me on the coach's shoulders. I'm MVP. Just yeah. I mean, I would literally. I remember I would sit down because I always like my feet and hips and ankle. It's all fucked up. So I would just like get tired of standing there bored. Yeah. I got dysplasia. I'm like an old German Shepherd, dude. I'm creaking when I get up. I don't know. I didn't love sports. I liked basketball, but I had a real bad like ear, nose, and throat issue, and I had like some reconstructive surgery stuff on my throat at like 12. So by 12, I quit everything because I just couldn't breathe. Mom would pull me out of games and give me an inhaler and stuff. I just couldn't do it.
You were that kid.
I was that kid. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I did do band up through. Well, I played the drums for like 10 years, and then I did band in freshman year of high school, and then I quit.
I think if I could go back, I probably would have done like wrestling
That'd be cool.
or something. Because I mean, like when I joined the military, I got into UFC and everything else, and I probably would have been a decent wrestler, but
yeah, that would have been cool.
I didn't want to starve myself all the time.
I just didn't like the dudes that were on the wrestling team.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just hated that demographic, you know? Nothing was worse at our school than the swim team. Like, I have a couple, my best friend was on the swim team. He's fine. There's a couple of those other fucking assholes that I was like, I'll die before I join the swim team. I don't want to be around them. I don't know. We didn't have a lot of sport. I don't think we had golf when I was there. They do now. We didn't have lacrosse. They have that now, for sure. That's kind of a new age sport, though, I guess, lacrosse.
Yeah, I can't even spell that.
It's somehow, I think lacrosse is somehow like millions of years old and also a new age sport in my head. I'm not sure how that's possible.
They're just like, what sport can we have where black people won't want to play?
Lacrosse. Yeah, that's true. I don't know anything about it. I do similar thing though, like the demographic of guys that like identify themselves as lacrosse, but I don't care for it. Ultimate frisbee, I could probably get into. You do that, don't you? Do frisbee golf sometimes?
Just when golf? Sean invites me.
I've heard it's fun. I have a friend at work who's like obsessed with it.
I think it could be fun.
Being outdoors is cool. I like that. Drinking outdoors is fun.
Yeah,
I think that's why you go frisbee golfing, is to get hammered away from your wife.
I just like regular golf.
I'm gonna probably try to pick it up this year.
Yeah, you should go with me and Joey.
I'll go. I haven't played in 10 years probably. So I mean, I'd be starting from nothing, but I have a couple nice sets of clubs from my grandfather that I inherited, and he would like always try to make me go. But, you know, the whole thing of there is one set that's wooden. Yeah, there's one set that is, and then he bought me like a junior set, you know, and everything, and tried to get me to play. I don't know. I until stand up, I never stuck with anything ever.
Oh yeah,
my whole life I was that kid who do something and just quit.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I grew up with old people. And, you know, they didn't really do much.
Yeah.
So I just watched TV, played outside, did that stuff. I never...
On your own?
Yeah. I learned about hard work.
Sure. Me
stuff
too.
like that. But I never learned about, like, dedicating yourself to something and practicing and being disciplined.
I just didn't care for, like, organized sports especially. It wasn't the sport. It was the fucking dude with a whistle telling me what to do. That I was like, fuck you, dude.
I did a lot of running laps.
But yeah.
They'd be like, get your head in the game. Go do 10 laps.
Dude, I was just telling somebody this the other night. I remember I played football 7th grade, and I'm like silently in my head, of course, but I made this pact with myself of like, I'm just on the team to, you know, like get the jersey pretty much and get the girls, which didn't work. But in my head, I was like, I'll just make sure that no matter what, I never go on the field. Like, I just sit the bench, and then I complain about
you like roll your ankle standing up.
No, one time they called me in one time, and I think my mom was there in the stands and stuff, and they tried to sub me in, and I told them I didn't have something, a mouth guard, some piece of equipment. I was like, I can't, coach, I don't have a thing. And he was like, what? But it was like during a play, they were trying to, and he got so frustrated trying to communicate from the fit that he was like, just fucking sit down, and like got somebody else. And I was like, whew, that was a close one. And then I think I quit shortly after, and the coach came to me, the coach that I liked came to me and was like, we have a special job for you. It's called the team manager. And I was like, what is that? And he was like,
carry your clipboard.
He goes, you'll get to hang out with the coaches. You'll sit with us on the bus. You'll get to go to all the games. And the players, man, they're going to love you. They're going to really respect you for helping us out. And I was like, I am the team manager. And I did that in the first game. They were like, get that fucking water and bring it over there. I was like, well, I'm the water boy. Why don't they just say that?
Yeah.
Turns out
they want you to feel good about not being able to make the team.
If any 14-year-old boys are listening and they offer you team manager, it's water boy. Don't take it.
If there are any 14-year-old boys listening, get out of here.
Yeah, stop listening.
Yeah. You have a
boy.
life to live.
You got a lot of mistakes to make. 14. Was that a good age for you, 14?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I liked it. I think I liked 14.
Nah, I mean, most of my childhood was dog shit. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't have a lot of memories from childhood.
Yeah.
I like blocked most of it out.
Sure.
But it has been
a series of strokes this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It has been coming back to me though, because I'm trying to write more about my childhood and be more vulnerable on stage.
It's also kind of like cathartic, like healing a little bit to talk about some of that stuff. Like a lot of my shit is, whatever kind of trauma.
Well, it's funny because like I've been talking to my mom too, and like I've been trying to do a joke about a time that I attempted suicide. Mm-hmm. Because I want to do like more traumatic stuff and like make it funny and everything else.
Tough sell.
Yeah, really, really, really hard.
Yeah, it's a tough sell.
No
Makes
one wants
people
to hear
sad.
But I was talking to my mom about the joke, and she's like, "You're so full of shit. You didn't try to kill yourself," and blah blah blah. And she just started like gaslighting me, and I'm like, have these vivid memories of this whole ordeal. And she was just like, no. I was like, yeah, Mom was in the hospital. They had to like suck my,
easy.
They had to suck.
Careful.
No, they.
Oh wait, this was just a dream.
The hospital didn't touch me.
Yeah.
But no, they had to suction my stomach. The charcoal thing. And I was telling her this, and she was just going on and on about how I'm a liar and this and that. And I was like, I'm glad you could block it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't.
Imagine they're pumping your stomach and you're like, I tried to hang myself. Why are you?
Yeah.
Why are you guys
You look
pumping my
like a pill popper, kid.
They just assume when you go in.
Well, I mean, that was my gothic phase too, so I'm sure they could.
Is there a photo of that? Now that I'd like to see.
No, we didn't have cameras back then. It was.
This was in the 1910s.
Yeah, it was Oklahoma in the 90s,
The Dust Bowl.
We just hadn't got that kind of technology yet. But
Goth in Oklahoma is pretty sick.
Yeah,
pretty sick.
Had a black cowboy hat.
Oh,
no. No, I've always had really curly hair, and so I tried to grow it out, and I just had this like, I look like a baby Bob Ross, and then I tried to dye it. I tried to bleach it and then have black highlights.
Oh my god!
Because I wanted to do something just a little bit.
You
different.
look like Corilla DeVille.
I looked like a calico cat. It was just a little bit of black and brown and purple, and like because you can't bleach dark hair on your own.
Yeah,
and
you tried though.
Oh, it was terrible. And then I had to let it grow out just so I could like do a buzz cut.
How did that go over when you show up at school that first day?
Well, I got made fun of a lot.
Yeah, you were asking for it.
And then I was like, well, maybe if I style it. And so I got the got to be glued. That
got to be glued. What is that?
It's like cement for your hair.
Oh my god!
Like you can barely wash it out.
I don't remember this product.
It's still
glued.
Around.
Is it really?
Yeah, it comes in like a yellow tube.
Hey, Got to be Glued sponsored the show. Okay.
Yeah. They probably would. I don't know how many people they have.
Oh, go away.
Gay to be glued.
I don't know if I've ever seen this product. Oh, no, wait, I have. You know what's funny? I think I used to own that little can of it, the spiking wax or whatever. Because my mom used to try to put me in faux hawks as a kid because that was cool in 2005.
Well, I would like put little rubber bands in my hair, like section it all off, and then use the Got to be Glued. And so I looked like a pincushion.
Wow.
Like a
Pretty
gay
cool.
Hellraiser. So that was...
Like this dude?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty sick.
Except for my hair's curly, so it would just curl over, and it looked like I'd been in some weird accident.
Pouch of curly fries that's ever been served.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I was the poster child for Arby's for a while.
Dude, that would be a great collab for you if you were the new Arby's guy, the face of Arby's.
Yeah,
I would buy so much roast beef from you.
We got the feats. For now.
For now. Arby's is expensive, dude.
Oh, I know.
I can't even afford to eat fast food anymore. It's getting there. It's getting to that point.
I still pull it off somehow.
Yeah, occasionally I'm like...
I quit drinking as
do
much.
It.
And
there's some money.
Turned it into fast food.
Turned it into Celsius.
Oh, this is Meredith's dime.
Just taken from her stash.
Literally every week I have to go down the hill because she lives on that 7-mile windy driveway.
Yes.
And I have to pick up 7 boxes from Amazon, and they're all Celsius.
It's so crazy.
Like, yeah, it's insane. They come in a 12-pack, and she'll finish off most of it in a day.
That's so
and I'm just
scary.
like, I don't know how you do it. I have, like, right now it feels like my heart's going to jump out of my chest.
Yeah, how is she not about to explode all the time?
No, she'll wake up, have a cigarette, chug a Celsius, go straight back to sleep.
Crazy.
And I'm just like, I don't know how you do that.
Stopping the shakes. What's weird is like I know that sometimes like former alcoholics will replace their vice with something like that, but she had like a period of years where I mean she was still smoking cigarettes, but like I didn't see her. When I met her, she was like, I don't drink caffeine. I can't have that. She used to say that to me all the time. I'd be like, try this, and she'd go, I can't. It has caffeine all the time.
Yeah,
and then now she's a fucking Celsius junkie. When she was here, she cracked at least one, maybe two during the episode. She kept popping them.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know how she does it.
I don't either. I probably have an issue with coffee though. Like maybe not quite as I'm not having 12 espressos a day or anything, but it's usually like the one bad habit with coffee I have is as soon as my feet hit the floor, that's like the first thing I have to have to get moving.
All right, I got a weird question for you.
Okay. 6 inches.
Perfect.
Soft. Go ahead.
What do my pupils look like? Are they kind of small and dilated?
A little. Why?
I'm just wondering because I see normal people,
yeah,
and they have like huge.
Are you saying I have nice pupils?
Yeah, you got nice pupils,
thanks,
bro.
Man. Thank you.
Like I look at mine all the time, and I'm like, well, I'm looking with light. Of course, they're gonna be.
Yeah. Well, you're also stoned a lot, so that
I haven't smoked in like a week.
I thought for a second I thought you were gonna say like a year or something. But
no, but a week. That's
good.
That's a big thing because I usually smoke about an ounce of the marijuana a week.
That's insane,
and that's like me going easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to save a little money and reset my system.
Also expensive.
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, between weed and Celsius, you guys are really doing it up over there.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are both slow and fast all the time. And gambling. That's
yeah, she has a gambling addiction.
Good. So, you guys have been spending a lot of time out there.
Well, yeah, her best friend goes there all the time. They pretty much live there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I gave her a hard time for a while, so she slowed down, but
that's crazy.
We go back in, and I'll give her $100, and I'm like, have fun. And she comes back 10 minutes later. She's like, I hate this place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not always going to win. Like, you have to go in knowing that.
I just can't. I think I grew up too poor to gamble. Like, when I go out there, I'm like, fuck you, I'm not giving you $5. Like, even if I make $1,000, it's the risk is not worth it for $5 for me. I just can't do it.
I do all right. Sometimes I'll put in like $40, $60 and win 300.
The few times I've gone, I take like a set amount of cash and I leave my wallet in the car.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't need to withdraw more. But every time I go, I've taken a friend who's never been, usually comics. I'm like, come on, let's go out here. And I go, and then I lose all my money immediately, and they make thousands of dollars every time. Every fucking time. That's happened, no lie, that's probably happened 4 times. Where the person I took for the first time ever makes thousands and I lose all my money. You run their life. All the time. Yeah. I've personally...
That's what happens. You always win your first time and you're like, oh, I could do this for a living.
Yeah. I went to, the first time I ever gambled at all, really, I was in, like I played poker in high school with friends and stuff, but we were in Vegas one time and I sat down in the machine and put $1 in and I won $80. The first time I ever like pulled a lever on a slot machine, and I was like, "Oh, this could be a problem." And then I spent the next week losing all my money, and then I was like, "Okay, never again. I'm good."
Yeah, I won $1,500 in Vegas playing craps.
That's pretty good.
If I would have known what I was doing, I would have won a lot more.
I don't understand craps at all
because it's just rolling dice.
Well, life's like rolling the dice sometimes. Yeah. When Michael Mullen was in here, we talked about all the games and stuff and super interesting stuff, but I'm just like, I can't right now. Sure, you can tell me the rules, but as soon as the like pressure sets in, I fucking forget everything I know.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Well, I like it, but I've been too destructive lately. Like the time in Vegas, I was playing and I was winning, and an escort came over and she like rubbed my back and she was like, hey, you want to get out of here? And I was like, no. And so I gave her $100. Ew. And I taught her how to play craps.
Yeah.
And she won like 400.
Oh my God.
And so she gave me my 100 back, gave me her phone number. And she's like, anytime you're around, call me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you just had like the win of your lifetime.
Your good luck.
But I was rolling hot. I rolled for like 40 minutes and I hit all of the numbers. And some guy won like $4,000.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why didn't I do that? He didn't tip me or anything. He just like, good day.
Damn.
And left.
That's crazy. I don't know. It stresses me out. We had like our big annual work meeting every year, and we used to get a Christmas bonus. Now, for whatever reason, it's in January. So it's like holiday recovery bonus or something. But they like give us our checks at this thing, and my buddy Will that I work with was there, and he was like, you know what we should do? We should both go straight to the casino and put it all on black. And I said, are you fucking stupid? I was like, that is the worst idea ever. We should put it all on red. That's what we should do. Like, that's so stupid.
You're like, I don't know anything about this, but I'm a blood.
I just can't do it, man. I can't. It just makes me so nervous. Losing money is the worst for me.
Well, I think that that's the feeling.
Yeah.
Like, it's so reckless.
Oh, if I lose $5, I'll cry.
Yeah.
I'll cry. I can't do it. But then, like, another former guest of the show is out there all the time, too. And he's kind of like a high roller dude, like, owns his own company and stuff. And I've talked to him about some of the numbers that he's lost and made, but, like...
Oh, he has a spreadsheet and everything.
I just can't, dude. I know, like, Dana White's very famous for losing, like, $1 million a hand and shit. It's like, that keeps me up at night, and it's not even me doing it. I just...
Well, that's the thing is, like, if you have a lot of money, you can claim those losses, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's no big deal. But for me, it's like, this is going to hurt for a long time.
Yeah. If I lose $100, I can't eat this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Arby's for at least a month. $100 will go a long ways at Arby's.
But when I was homeless, I had to, like, really learn how to figure out how to, like, make things stretch.
Yeah.
And, like, learn... self-control.
I remember you told me about your sandwich plan one time.
Oh, it was perfect.
It was awesome. Yeah.
I went every day. I woke up in the Walmart parking lot.
As you do.
I walked inside. I used the bathroom.
Yeah.
Brushed my teeth, and then I would go and I would grab a foot-long sandwich and like a $3 giant bag of the Great Value chips or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would eat half a sandwich for breakfast. And then I would have like half a bag for lunch or half a sandwich for lunch, and then just coast the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And so I was only spending like maybe $10 a day.
It's crazy
to feed myself, but I couldn't eat late at night or anything because then if I have to use the bathroom,
you're
outside.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff in Kingsport shuts down at like 9:30.
Even Walmart's not 24 hours in.
Yeah, everything is closed, and there's so many times where I'm like, I can have Taco Bell. Like my digestive system is better now.
What a mistake.
And then I'm just like running around outside behind convenience stores. Like, are there cameras here?
Yeah.
Like where can I take a shit without
I
going to jail?
Many times accidentally trusted Taco Bell and going, you know what, my old friend, you'll never turn your back on me.
But yeah, I always blamed it on the mixture of alcohol and Taco Bell.
That's a good,
Taco Bell's gotten a bad rap for so long, and then I would make the mistake.
Yeah, I don't think it's Miller Lite doing it. I'll be honest. I think it's Taco Bell.
It's a lot of heavy lifting on the taco.
It is a lot of heavy lifting. I think like living in the van was like cosplaying homeless to some extent, but it's also like I had somewhere to come back to. Like it was more of it was not at all a vacation. It was like a journey, like a trip, like it was somewhere in between homeless and vacation.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself in those scenarios.
Fast.
Like, especially
really
if you're in a city.
Yeah.
Like if you're living in a van, out in the middle of nowhere, like it's probably not as bad.
No, it's nice.
You can set up shop. And
it's nice. The anxiety of like, I don't want to leave my van because all my shit's in it and somebody's going to break in is only second to I don't want to be in this van right now. So it's like you're tied to it, but you want to get away from it, and it's just exhausting mentally.
I used to get woken up by the Walmart manager or something, and so I finally just like put a sign on my car that says "Disabled veteran, knock at your own risk."
Yeah. Yeah.
That made them leave me alone.
In the middle of the night one time in California, I had gone in Planet Fitness to shower. And I came out and was like getting dressed or something and sat down and was just so fucking tired that I like passed out for a few minutes. And I was in a nice shopping center, kind of like the Pinnacle, and this fucking douchebag on a golf cart with a yellow flashing light on top of it. I woke up to just like bang, bang, bang on the side of the van, and it scared the shit. You know that like when you've just hit hard sleep and you're just like startled away? It scared me so bad. And he was like, you got to get out of here. And I was like, I'm changing. I was just in Planet Fitness. And he was like, if I come by here in 20 minutes and you're still here, I'm calling the cops. And I was like, okay, dude. So I just pulled across the street. But that shook me up.
Yeah.
Just that scare, Did you ever have like a real dicey situation while you're living in your car?
I don't know. I don't think any. Like, I stayed in some bigger cities.
Yeah.
That were really sketch.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like I didn't have stuff to like block out every window.
Right.
So I just block out the front, and I was always like, man, someone's gonna try to rob me, or
Sure.
worse, like give me a job or something. Yeah. It was always like
that would just be awful.
Yeah, like one time I think I went to Asheville, and I stayed in a Planet Fitness parking lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it because it was nighttime, but I had parked in the middle of a construction site, like at the thing. So I wake up, it's just like, they're like jackhammering and everything right near my car.
Right on the hood.
Yeah. I was just like, because that was the worst part of, well, I don't want to say it's the worst part, but like, having late nights, you don't get to sleep in.
Yep.
Like you're up when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
Because everyone's buzzing around you.
And it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
When that sun comes up. Yeah. I didn't have AC in the van either, or heat, so that was always fun too. Because I had black window covers for all 13 windows. So I mean, it was like fucking
how big was your
baked
van?
Potato.
Was it that one from Chattanooga?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, you know that. You actually saved my ass that time in that van.
Oh yeah.
That was awful. Fucking
I
JoJo.
used my home to start your home.
JoJo tried to leave me to freeze in a parking lot, and you were like, "No, we're not leaving him out here. It's fucking January or October, whatever it was." Anyways, sorry. What were we talking about? Something before my fucking camera died. You being homeless. Something about foot-long sandwiches and you being homeless.
I think we were talking about your van.
Oh yeah, Chattanooga. That's right. When JoJo tried to leave me for dead.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely was like, just fucking leave him. He'll sleep in there. And you were like, it's freezing out here.
That's when JoJo and I went to Texas. Did I ever tell you about that?
No, but I know you guys went.
We went to Austin together, and we were doing random things. Mm-hmm. And we were outside, like hanging out outside of this shitty hotel that we'd got. And we're having this deep conversation just about life and everything. Yeah. And all of a sudden he's like, and he just like made this sentence that didn't make sense. And then he took a step forward and he just fell.
Oh my God.
And he hit hard. And there was like this little black strip of like that garden separator or whatever.
Yeah.
And this was like the one area where it wasn't out of the ground, and he landed right there on his neck. And I was like, oh, he could have $1 million babied himself if it would have been like a couple inches either way.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, ha ha ha. And then I realized, like, oh no, he really passed out, and I'm high and just freaking out. And I'm just like, bro, wake up. And I'm shaking him. And then I had to do a sternal rub on him because like my medical experience kicked in. And I was like, wake up. And then all of a sudden he starts smiling. And I'm like, bro, are you so high that you're just like becoming the ground now? Yeah. And he's like, and I was just like, oh, I hate you
what
so
happened?
much.
Like just
he just passed
blood
out.
pressure spike or something?
Yeah,
just
I don't know what it was. Scared the shit out of me though.
crazy.
I was like, I'm gonna have to like drag him into the hotel and just like hope no one sees us.
Like, what are these Puerto Rican party tricks or something?
Yeah.
What are you doing right now? Yeah,
he's just that lazy.
I need a nap.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
I love him. I just saw him this weekend. He fucking crushed it. Don't Tell. He always does.
Yeah.
Always. That lineup at Don't Tell was basically the same as your New Year's show. I didn't realize until like day before when I sent out the lineup, but I was like, oh, it's me, Brandy, and JoJo again. I just saw them.
That's funny.
And Mike James and Xandra. That was a good one. It was very fun. Yeah.
Where's she out of? Asheville?
Xandra? Or? Yeah, Asheville. Mm-hmm.
She's funny. I saw her once at Axonale.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's funny. She her like energy. Every episode of this show I go, I hate the word vibe. And then I say vibe. Her energy is just so fun to have around. Like she's so infectious that I'm like, I'll book you on every show. Just because I had told we were in a new venue this past weekend, and I had told the owner, who's a friend of ours, I was like, you're going to love Xandra. I just know. You two are going to be on the same frequency. And she walked in and was like, this place is amazing. I've already bought like 10 things. I love this place. And he just looked at me and I was like, yeah, dude, it's fun to have her around.
Yeah. Well, when I met her, she was talking about like working in surgery and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, I love it." And she said she hadn't been doing it very long, but I was just like, "Just wait."
Yeah, she's like a trauma nurse or something crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so crazy. So this is like, for anyone who's listening to this episode and doesn't know Jared, there's so many episodes of my previous show that you were on, but I guess maybe we should cover the basics here. So like, walk me through like because you're 12 lives in one, really.
Yeah.
It's like you've done 1,000 things. So we've already cut a little bit. You spent some time in the military, in the Air Force, right? Lived in Alaska, lived in Oklahoma,
lived on the
streets, slept in your car, ate a foot-long sandwich in increments. You were a surgeon. What's the official title?
I was a surgical tech.
Surgical tech.
Which essentially I would set up the sterile field and maintain it, and then help with the surgery.
Yeah.
So anytime they needed, different instruments, like, because the key is the surgeon shouldn't have to look away from the patient. That way. So
when they say scalpel, you're the guy that hands it to them. Nice.
So I did that for like 12 years. And then I did.
That's so crazy. That's such a long time to be like, yeah, I used to do that thing.
Well, and yeah, I did pretty much everything except for like cardiothoracic stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'll pretend I know what that means.
Okay. I used a big word.
Some kind of dinosaur, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. It's my favorite. Right behind the Stegosaurus.
Yes.
No, I did that, and then I actually went on to do medical sales. And
that's right. I knew that. Yeah.
Where you're like
selling equipment and stuff.
Yeah, I sold. Like I was a subject matter expert for joint reconstruction. So like total knees, total hips, total shoulders, stuff like that.
Wow.
And I'd have to go into the operating room and make sure all the staff knew how to use the equipment, and then give them whatever components that they needed for the patient.
Yeah.
Which
that's like a lot of responsibility on your shoulders.
Oh yeah, because like as a surgical tech, you have to know the procedure. That way you can make sure everything is there for them.
Yeah.
But as a rep, I had to like know the patient's anatomy, and I had to make sure that we had a correct fit for everything.
Right.
There was a lot of work behind the scenes, but then also I'd have to go in and make sure. Like if a surgeon had never used our product before, I would have to teach them the technical aspects of it.
Yeah.
So that we could make sure that they got, the best care possible.
Yeah. I mean, I think like obviously everyone's aware that, you go into surgery and there's a surgeon and there's nurses and stuff, but I'm sure there's probably other people in that room, even besides the position you're talking about. They're like almost like unsung heroes a little bit where like nobody thinks about that.
There's so many because it's like, especially in like trauma cases or anything like that, you have people that come in that are like there just to, like when you suction, blood or anything else out of a wound. There's some companies that process all that, filter it, and then put it back in, like put it into a bag, and then you transfuse it back to the patient.
Yeah.
So you have like those companies, and you have other ones that come in. Like you could have 20 staff inside of an operating room at one time, and it can get really chaotic.
Yeah. What about, you ever see like old movies or old photos of like when surgery used to be in the bottom of like a coliseum? And like, when all the scholars would gather around and watch. Can you imagine that fucking pressure trying to perform that surgery with 80 peers looking down on you, literally?
Yeah, I think that would be insane.
That's crazy.
I mean, like, I've done surgery in many different theaters, like, not like movie theaters.
I was about to say IMAX.
Yeah.
The butter got everywhere.
I got 3D glasses on. No, well, like, have you ever seen MASH?
Yeah.
When I was deployed, that's kind of what surgery was like. It's just a lot of patients coming in. You'd have multiple patients in the same operating room. Yeah. Just because you have to save their life.
Right. And you were in a red bathrobe the whole time?
No, sometimes, it sounds weird, but like sometimes it would be so hot that like usually I'd wear my military uniform. Yeah. And then I'd have the scrubs, or not the scrubs, like the surgical gown and all that other stuff on. But sometimes it would be so hot that I would just take my pants off or, whatever.
Sure.
To like, I had the gown on and everything else, but like underneath it, just like free balling.
I would love
so
to.
that I wouldn't pass out in the middle of a surgery.
Dude, if I got like hit by an IED and I'm out, and the next thing I know, I wake up and you're there, and I'm like, oh, hey. And then when you turn around to get something, your whole ass is out.
Yeah.
Just the front apron on, I would lose it.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I would think I died.
Well, yeah, because sometimes you'd forget that you didn't have pants on. You'd
Right,
just
right.
Pop the or the gown off, and then
Whoopsie.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is like the operating room is insane. Most of the hospital is insane. Just because like you see so much trauma and everything else that you kind of get this like really warped sense of humor.
Yep.
Like when I was in the military, a lot of people would play pranks on you.
Okay.
Not great.
Go ahead.
When you're in the middle of surgery, but
right.
It'd be like a surgeon's last day at our facility or something, and they would cut the string to his scrub pants, and they would just fall down in the middle of surgery. And there's nothing he can do. He's got to keep giving the patient good care. We'd like put lube in their underwear, so it's just like dripping down. Oh yeah, it was.
They're trying to perform invasive
they're trying to
surgery
save someone's life
on a dying soldier.
Hey, look, your butt cheeks are sticky.
Shanked. You just pull on their pants.
Yeah, it's insane.
I can't stop thinking about MASH now. You should have never said MASH, dude.
Yeah, I watched MASH when I was growing up because I had a similar thing, like living I pretty much lived with my grandma for a long time.
Yeah.
She took care of me. I'd stay at her place, and we would watch Murder, She Wrote and all that stuff late at night. Classic. But then MASH would come on. I'm like, that's so cool.
That's my favorite.
When I deployed, I started watching MASH again, and it was so much funnier because I was actually living it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this makes
Do
so
you
much
think
more
MASH
sense.
made any impression on you as far as like that's why you chose that or did it just happen to sync up later?
It just happened. Like my grandma, she worked in L&D for years. She was an L&D nurse. And I always looked up to her. But when I went to join the military, I wanted to be a cop.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, especially in the military, because it's not as cool as it sounds. It's a lot of
you
just
hear that,
like,
Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I was going to join the Army, and I was going to be a cop, and it was like a shoe-in. But then my mom was like, no, you're not joining the Army. You need to join the Air Force or nothing.
Yeah. Why was that? Why'd she say Air Force or nothing?
Because she was Air Force, and she knew the lifestyle.
Right.
And, like, it was the best fit because, I could do college, and I could, have a real life.
Yeah.
And not just, be deployed every year or so.
Right.
But I went to join, and the Air Force was like, well, you don't meet the qualifications for a cop. You're colorblind.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. They would like flip this book of all these like, you know how the color blind tests go.
Dots with the numbers hiding in them and shit. Yeah.
They would just like flip it at this insane pace, and I'm like, what?
Whoa.
It's like
I kind of want to test it now. I kind of want to know if I'm colorblind too. I was talking with my boss about this the other day because her son is colorblind, and then turns out her dad is colorblind, and like half the men in their family. And I guess she was saying that the females carry the colorblind trait, but it doesn't usually affect them.
Yeah, my mom's colorblind.
That's crazy.
But I didn't know that till after I failed mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I failed that, and then I signed up to be a firefighter. 1.
Really? I don't see anything.
Really?
1? I thought that was like a test one. 1?
2.
Is this just going to be an order? 1, 2, 3, 4?
That's what I'm hoping.
No, I can see the first
7.
one. I was lying. 7. Yeah, I see this one. This is also terrible podcasting for anyone just listening. I apologize. We're currently taking a colorblind test. I'm just curious. That's a 5.
Yeah.
I can see that one.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. I might be colorblind, dude. Okay.
Hold on.
For anyone listening, I'm kind of freaking out. I really, really can't see this. I don't want to say.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
I really can't see that one. Watch it be like trick question. There's
there's none. I would say
maybe 9. Like a slight red 9 for anyone listening. We're looking at a series of dots and we legitimately cannot fucking see what.
Is that even a number?
I think 9.
4.
That's a 4 for sure. Oh God, that one's tough for me, but I do think
1?
I see it. Yeah, 1 I think.
9.
There's a 9.
Sure.
That's an easy.
2.
Easy peasy.
5.
They're getting tricky now.
Ooh.
That's a
3.
Yeah. Are we the first people to ever force listeners to listen through a colorblind test? I'm just so curious. Like, I've never really thought about it until the other day. My boss and I were talking about. I think that's a 1. I think I see a 1.
4.
That's again? A 4.
4.
4. Ooh.
4.
It's the green that's hard. I think that's a
6.
6. Yeah.
7.
Easy. 6, 7. Oh shit. Okay, whatever this one is the one that gets me because this is the same as the other
every
one.
time. I think that's
a 4. I can barely make out that 4 though.
Yeah.
Whatever
3.
that red shade is that's a 1. 3. Yeah, see that's like the
8.
same shade where I'm like I can barely
7.
make that out. This feels kind of like one of those like reCAPTCHA things when you gotta like prove you're not a robot.
I'm trying to get into my Facebook right now.
You know, Dustin Aaron fails those every time.
Yeah, because he's a robot.
Oh, watch it be like sign up with your email in order to get
normal color vision.
Okay, good. I can see up to 1 million distinct shades of color. Wow.
Except for gray on gray.
Yeah, 1 million shades. We only did 10. How do they know that? They showed us 10 colors and they're like, you're good to go. What a terrible test. What's this on foxnews.com? This is crazy.
Yeah. Colorblindtest.com.
It literally is. .org.
Oh, we got them all right?
.org/test result. We got them all right, dude.
Wow.
100%.
Well, I got them all right.
Yeah. There was one I really couldn't see. That's crazy.
I think we're just good at taking tests.
I knew a guy when I was a kid who he was colorblind and he like red and green were jumping, which I guess is a common one. But I never thought about he was my friend and I never thought about the fact that like I would try to describe to him what red is and he's like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, it just couldn't like everyone's skin looked like puke green to him, but he didn't know what that meant. And I'm like, that is weird to think about the fact that he's never seen what people actually look like.
Yeah, that's the military gaslit me for a while about my colorblindness.
We just proved it.
Yeah. Well, it got in my head so much that I didn't trust my colors.
Really?
And so I used to go...
That's just called racism, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to go to like Walmart or something and buy workout clothes. And I'd be like, excuse me, miss, is this black or green? And you know...
You're like, is this black or white? It doesn't even matter.
Doing polls. Yeah. Trying to figure out what I was going to be wearing.
That's hilarious.
Because I had a friend, he couldn't see between like blues and purples and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. One time we were about to go out to this nice dinner, and he comes in just this bright purple shirt. And we're just like, wow, that's a choice. And he's like, that's my favorite black shirt. And we're like,
You just go, that's a nice black shirt.
Yeah, but he got really angry about it. He was just like, well, I've been wearing this shirt for forever. No one told me it was purple. Okay. I'm like, calm down, coach.
Who dresses Stevie Wonder? You ever think about that?
Himself, because he can see.
What? Touche. Who dresses D Madness? Sometimes when they put blind dudes in stuff, I'm always like, who put him in that?
I love when Cam Patterson just like...
Yeah, he's like, who put that hat on him? That sparkly hat. Didn't you interacted with Cam a couple times, haven't you?
Yeah, when JoJo got into the Nashville Comedy Fest a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And we went there, and he did a Don't Tell afterwards, and Cam hopped on it.
That's awesome.
And so when he showed up, I was just like, I knew he was going to think I was weird or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll just win him over with drinks. So he shows up. I was like, hey, let me buy you a drink. He's like, oh, hell yeah. So I like got him a few drinks, and we all hung out afterwards. Mm-hmm. He called me gay, so it was like super cool. It wasn't
super
even
cool.
Like for something that's actually gay.
Yeah,
it's just like there's this hot dog stand that had one of those holographic signs on the sidewalk of a hot dog just spinning in a circle, and I was taking a picture. He goes, "Gay." Yeah. Like, I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Yeah. He got us. He got us into the. He wanted to go hang out with the Kill Tony crew.
Yeah.
And so we went, like, we got to walk through the Ryman Theater,
That's cool.
up on the stage. And I was just like, this is insane because there's like so many seats.
Yeah.
And then we walked into, have I already told you this?
No, I don't think so.
We walked into like some honky tonk, like right there on
Broadway yeah.
And then we're standing there and we're like, I was like, is that Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, it's Jelly Roll. And then he looked back at us. He's like, you guys with Cam? And we're like, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So we like walked behind the bar, and there's just like hundreds of people in the bar looking at us like, who the hell's that with Jelly Roll? And I was like, you don't know how fragile this is.
Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, no, that was the coolest night ever.
That is really cool. Yeah, like Cam's cool enough, but Jelly Roll and Cam is super cool.
Well, yeah, and like I got to hang out with, I talked to Ali Sadiq.
That's cool too. Yeah.
That was super fun.
So funny.
I met a lot of people, and it was super cool.
So funny. I do think like Cam is one of those weird exceptions. Well, obviously now he's like on SNL and stuff, but like he was just a bucket pull, you know, and like most of those guys on there were not. That's not the case. They got like a weird pass or a different avenue to stardom. He there's several that like were bucket pulls, but kind of, in my opinion, at least, kind of like got a little too big for their britches, you know. But he's not that way. Like when I did when I was in the bucket when they were in Nashville, they had us in Bridgestone and they had us way up in the top rafters in the corner.
Oh yeah.
But from where we were at, we could see the curtain line and like the whole stage and the crowd, and then behind it we could see who was coming before Tony announced it. And when it was Cam, he came up and he had his cowboy hat on and shit, and he like from behind the curtain pointed at us and started like throwing gang signs to us and stuff. And I mean the comic section went nuts to the point where I'm pretty sure you can watch the episode. I'm pretty sure that at a random point before Cam comes out, Tony is like, what's going on at that? Like he thinks there's a disruption or something because we're going nuts, but it's Cam flashing gang signs at us and stuff. But he's still like one of us. Like he's a bucket pull. Yeah. Now he's on SNL.
I've met most of the people. I went to, I think the first time I went to Kill Tony in Austin, like when they were still at the Vulcan.
Yeah.
And it was one of the few times I got like really starstruck. Because I was walking around, I was trying to like meet all the cast and like just hang out, but they were back in the green room, and as I'm waiting for like David Lucas to come out or William Montgomery, I can't remember, Ron White walks out, and I just froze. Yeah, because like the energy that he was exuding,
I'm sure, was
just so intense. Like he was just walking.
Yeah.
But like I could feel his presence.
But he's fucking Ron
and I was
White.
just like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, it was so weird to me. It was the first time I've ever been like, holy crap! Like I don't even know if I could approach him.
That's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. I mean, that's a dude who like not only is an amazing comedian, but has had 40 years of success in the industry. Like that's another level.
Well, yeah, I'm from Oklahoma, so I grew up with like the blue collar comedy guys. And,
yeah. Me too.
I always enjoyed.
Were you allowed to watch Ron?
Yeah, I think I was old enough that I was, you know, I don't know, because I was very sheltered. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to, like, growing up, we only watched Disney movies. Because anytime we'd watch, like, wrestling or something, we'd recreate it for the next week. Yeah. And, like, we put our heads through the wall in our trailer so many times. Yeah. One time, we kicked my brother through the glass bay window. Oh, my God. And so he's just, like, laying outside the trailer, like, you know. We got plexiglass after our third window break. And we just started using
living in a zoo exhibit.
Yeah. We started using the plexiglass window as, like, the ropes in a ring. Yeah. We broke that, too. And my mom's just like, I don't know what to put here. So like, we were going to have, like, prison bars or something at some point.
I don't know if I've ever heard you talk about your brother. I didn't even know you had siblings.
Yeah, I have 2 brothers and a sister.
Did not know that.
Yeah, they're one brother is like 6'6". The other one is like 6'1", and then I'm 5'7", and my sister is 4'10".
Really? I have an aunt that's 4'10".
So I got kind of lucky.
That's true.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
Is that the order?
No, it goes me, 6'1", 6'6", 4'10".
Oh, so you're oldest of them.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Interesting. How old was the brother that you drop kicked out the window?
It was the youngest brother.
So he's several years younger than you.
Oh yeah, he got the brunt of everything.
Yeah.
Like, I would beat the crap out of the brother that was. We're all like 2 years apart.
Oh, okay.
But the one right under me was the one I would beat up all the time.
Sure.
And then he would beat up the other one.
Well, he's the biggest threat to you. You got to put him down.
Especially when he started getting taller.
Yeah.
Like the first time he attacked me, we were playing basketball. And he had just gotten a little bit taller than me. And I just like kept, scoring. And he got mad and he threw the ball at me. And I was like, oh, you think you're big enough? And he came up and punched me. And then I just beat the shit out of him. Yeah. And I was like, I'll always be bigger than you. And now he just towers over me. And he's so much stronger.
You're like, I'm so sorry about that time.
Yeah.
Are they all in Oklahoma still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister moved to Alaska for a little while with me.
Oh, she did?
And my other brother went to Wyoming or some bullshit for a few months. He got roped in. I think he just wanted a fresh start.
Yeah.
This lady that he was
it's beautiful
hanging out with. Oh, yeah, I would love to go.
Mm-hmm.
But this lady he was hanging out with was like, oh, yeah, my dad or somebody has like mining jobs or something. Like, we can get you a job. And then got there, and she like pretty much used my brother to get there.
Oh, yeah.
And then just abandoned him.
Happens.
And so he started, like, he was living with some weird old guy who, like, took advantage of him and really messed him up. And then he moved back to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think most of them have tried to venture out, but I was the only one that stayed gone.
There is a weird feeling, too, of, like, once you're on your own, like, the idea of going home, like, admitting defeat, kind of, is so hard to swallow. For me, at least. Maybe it's just a bravado thing, but,
Well, when I first was faced with homelessness, I was like, I'm just going to go back home and stay with my mom.
Sure.
Which, for me, was really bad. Like, my mom's a hoarder, and she has this old house that she's been trying to buy for the past 20 years.
Okay.
And it's just falling down around her.
Yeah.
And so every time I go there, I'm like, this is gross, Mom. Like, you can't live like this.
What's she keep? Everything?
Yeah. She collects license plates and
she just takes them
trinkets.
off of parked cars.
Yeah. She's like, you don't need this.
I got 3 today on the walk home.
But like anytime a relative dies, she gets whatever's left over and she just puts it away in a room. And my brother LARPs.
Okay.
So she has all his LARPing gear.
Yep.
And it's just like so much stuff inside the house.
It's a cool mix.
Yeah. And she doesn't, I don't want to say she doesn't clean, but
it's hard to clean with that much shit.
And so when I stayed there, she's like, oh, I'm going to clean up this room and you can stay in there because it's like the only one with a real bed.
Yeah.
And
the bed's made of license plates.
Yeah. You can peel off all the state tags and use them as a blanket.
Yeah.
Well, I have like OCD and other things. And so I always just like, my mind goes everywhere. And I'm afraid of spiders. And so
seems like there'd be some around.
Oh yeah,
there's in that situation.
Many, like, there's spider webs everywhere.
Yeah,
and I just assume that there's black widows and like any like brown recluse, anything.
Yeah,
that could hurt you.
So scary,
just all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that love spiders. I don't necessarily like wake up in the middle of the night worried about them, but I don't care for them myself.
Oh, I do. I'll have like something will like brush up against my leg. It's probably just a blanket or something.
Yeah.
But I have to peel all the things off the bed.
Yeah.
Check for spiders and then shake it out, put it back.
Really?
And like, it's Meredith makes fun of me all the time because I just
you're shaking the sheets out and she's cracking a Celsius.
Yeah.
It's like it's going to be a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to make sure because I don't want to, even though I've been doing my own exposure therapy, and I'll watch like videos of there's like a guy, Coyote Peterson.
I know. Yeah.
He gets bit by all these insects.
Crazy.
To show you what it's like and like test the potency and all that.
Yeah.
But like I've seen people get bit by black widows and all that other stuff, and they live. And so that's actually helped me a lot.
Really?
It's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to die. I just might have some uncomfortable.
I would probably die of just an anxiety attack. Like the poison wouldn't be what kills me. I would freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Our trailer growing up had a lot of, we had like a bug problem for sure, but we had a lot of, I hate the plural of the word wasp.
Oh.
Okay, I can't say it.
Wisps.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, wasps. It just sounds weird to say, but we had a lot of wasp families in the house, and it was pretty bad. Like during the summer, especially, we get really bad. I remember one time I woke up and had like 3 stings on me from the night, and then I would like wake up and like brush them off. I mean, like they'd just be crawling around. It's pretty bad. So those for me is probably the one where it's like that's a trigger for sure that I just don't want to be around them.
Yeah, it's spiders have always been my thing. We always had roaches.
Oh,
and
so gross.
Like the amount of times that we'd have to fog our house or whatever.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know roaches. They're actually drawn to license plates. That's something they look for.
Especially novelty ones.
They can tell the difference.
If you have like a custom license plate, they're going to be all over it.
Yeah. Thing 1, thing 2.
Yeah, Joe's apartment was just based off of my mom's trailer, like.
I'm so curious about like upbringing from comics and stuff, because I mean we used to talk about it on Talking Bits all the time as far as like comedic influence and like what you watch growing up, but I just something about I spend so much of my time like going backwards in my head and just thinking of, for better or worse, like thinking about childhood. I think it's so interesting when you can look back and see like how a person was formed into what they are. It's just so interesting.
It's like I'm pretty clean now. I think that's mainly because of like military and working in the operating room.
Yeah, you went the other way.
Yeah, so I have phases where my ADHD takes over and I just like everything piles up and then I have to just clean. But
I do it too.
I've gotten a lot better about just don't set it anywhere it's not supposed to be.
Sometimes I get real like hyper fixated on a task. Like when I was redoing my living room, we were kind of talking about when you first got here. I just I pulled an all nighter and went to my 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 job the next day, just because I was like, I have to get this done or I'll never go to sleep. Yeah. Like I have to rearrange my whole living room now.
That's living with Meredith. She just throws things wherever.
Yeah,
so every day,
can see that.
My brain is chaos when I'm around chaos.
Yeah.
And so I'm always just like picking things up and, doing whatever.
What a dynamic. You two.
We have this game we play. It's called Old Maid.
Okay.
And it's just me cleaning the house. No.
Yeah, I've heard of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a different take on it.
That's so interesting.
She's not a dirty person, but she just...
I disagree.
She likes to take off her clothes and
just
lay in.
I think she's fucking filthy myself.
Yeah, she's a filthy animal.
Filthy animal. I love her so much. I really do. We did a lot of terrible shows together back in the day.
Yeah.
Some would say we still do, but I used to do a lot more of them. Like probably the top 3 worst shows I've ever done were with her.
I had a really bad one in South Carolina. MT
Bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't do this like it was a speakeasy.
Okay.
And I didn't even think about what a speakeasy is.
Yeah.
Like I know, but I didn't think about it.
It's like behind a bookshelf somewhere.
Yeah, so we're both wearing like cat sweaters.
Yeah.
And we walk in and we're just like, it's in this arcade and then the speakeasy's in the back.
Yeah.
And it's like very bougie and all the people come in, they're like wearing these sequin gowns or whatever rich people wear. And
sequin gowns, I think, is what.
And then like people are in suits and stuff, and then we're opening for a jazz band.
Oh my!
And so none of this went together in my mind until I got there, and I was just like, "Well, you're not a clean comic, and
she's definitely not.
Don't have like my best jokes aren't clean,
right?
But I can do it.
Not much time.
Yeah, and so she went first, and she was just struggling. And I worked it up in my head. I was like, who cares? Like, you're going to pull this out.
Yep.
And I went up there and bombed. And then we still had like 10 minutes that we had to fulfill. So I brought her back up on stage and we tried to do the, thing where we talk together.
Yeah.
Nobody was there for comedy. No one knew comedy was going to happen.
Yep.
They were all there for the jazz band.
Oh my God.
And so we're just fucking bombing together.
Oh.
And then we went out. We left the room to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we like played some arcade games and we were just waiting for the manager to pay us. And we went up to the bar to get something to drink, and the manager is like beside us talking to some people, and she doesn't realize we're there.
Oh no.
And she's just like, yeah, we hired this really funny comedian, but then he was busy, and so he found us these other comedians, and they were so bad.
Oh.
And she's just like talking shit about us. And I'm just like, oh, this is my nightmare.
Yeah.
But they actually paid us more money than we were supposed to get.
They felt so bad.
Well, I think the owner was just like, great job. You guys were awesome.
Wasn't even in the room.
Yeah, he wasn't in the room.
Yeah.
But they paid us and we immediately noped out.
Yeah. Good call.
It was so bad.
Also, I'm trying to think about like empty bottles trying to do that same show. I don't know that it would have gone much better.
I think he would have done
Still, like,
amazing.
why are you doing? I hate when places do that all the time. Like,
I think he does a lot of fancy rooms.
there's a local, I guess, bar venue place. It's pretty popular. That's asked for Don't Tell through 8 different avenues. They've gotten to me from different people we know, and they even like submitted through the website like you're supposed to as an venue and stuff. And I can't do it. I'm like, but if you're gonna shut down your business at 8 o'clock on a Saturday for the show, then deal. But I just know they're not gonna fucking do that.
What is it?
So I'll just.
Well, you don't have to tell me the company. Oh yeah.
So it's like they want us downstairs, which would be great. Except upstairs is not going to stop. So it's like the sound of 150 people dancing to techno is going to be coming through the roof.
What's the deal with... Yeah, I did a show like that in Kingsport where it was...
Jerry Seinfeld at a techno club?
What's the deal with the ounce?
That's a fair question, Jerry.
No, we did another show.
Ecstasy, am I right?
The same comedian that I'd booked for that Market Street wanted to come back, and I was like, all right, we're going to put him in this big venue. No.
This poor soul.
Yeah. I don't know why he wants to work with me still.
I don't either.
But we were in this one, and like downstairs, it's awesome. It's a great place.
Yeah.
They had double booked the venue.
Okay.
We were going to be upstairs.
Yeah.
And they were like, it'll be okay. The band is just raging below.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to start at like 8:30, but the band kept playing.
Oh.
And so I talked to everybody that was there, and I was like, hey, if you want, we can start right now, or we can wait like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And the band should be done. And so the audience was like, oh, yeah, we can just hang out and wait.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, thank you so much. And then I think we started at like 9:15. And as soon as we take the stage, they started playing the radio downstairs or whatever.
At the same volume?
Yeah, and I'm just like, God. Oh. And there was a guy, I guess he like used to be a club owner or something in Chicago, and he's living in Kingsport or around there. And so he's in the audience, and beforehand he had told us, he was like, oh yeah, I did this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super excited to see how this show goes. And we had like 30 or 40 people in this big ass room.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, I was hosting, and it was so brutal.
Yeah.
Like, I would get some laughs, but the majority of the set was just like, ho ho. And afterwards he was like, great job. It was a tough audience. But yeah, it was a brutal show.
Do you actually like producing, or do you just do it out of necessity? Or a mixture?
I like producing good shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
me too.
I struggle a lot with just keeping up with booking and stuff like that, you know, because I want to keep it different. I want to try not to use the same people over and over, you know, like spread them out. But also I want to give people opportunity and build the scene.
Yeah.
So it's hard to balance that, and, you know, pay and like all that stuff. Cause I'm trying to just build something that I feel is the right,
sure,
you know, way
your
to go
own
about
thing.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're kind of touching on like Don't Tell earlier and kind of the corporate overlord or whatever. And, like in terms of marketing and budgeting and stuff, they're there. I've had probably 10 emails with them over the last 2 years. Pretty much I never hear from them, kind of on my own. And you've done Don't Tells in other cities enough now too to know like every producer, the show's just a reflection of that producer. So like some towns, Don't Tell is totally different than mine. So different. And I think much like you said, like when we did the Norman show, I was like, this may be the most rewarding experience of my life, because it's not only did I have a good set as a comedian, but everybody had a good set, everybody had a great time, 110 people had a blast, the venue was thrilled, Mark Norman was there, like just high after high after high. It's probably, that might be a little higher than if I were just on that show as a comic, like the payoff is there, but then when you produce a show and it goes horribly wrong, it's the lowest low.
Well, that's I was doing free shows for a long time just to like build up the audience and really get people to like enjoy comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was hard because I'm coming out of pocket so much. So
much.
Last year, at the beginning, I was like, I'm going to start charging for shows, bring in bigger talent, start scaling up. Mm-hmm. And I charged for one show. It went all right. And then after that, anytime I charged, I would have like almost nobody come in. Yeah. And it was super brutal just trying to figure out, like, is it the pay? Yeah. Is it me? Like, what's going on?
It's you.
Oh, for sure.
It's you.
But it was just so frustrating.
It really is.
And then, with that New Year's Eve show, I'm like, all right, we're back.
Yeah.
But I also...
That was awesome.
It's hard to go out, like... Travis has been doing the Wallace, and he said he started off good, and then it kind of tempered off. Yeah. And he's like, what am I doing wrong? I was like, nothing. Everybody's suffering.
Everybody.
It's so hard to produce right now.
Yeah.
And he was kind of taking it personal, but I was just like, you can't. You just have to. Yeah. All right, let's do it again next month.
Yeah. Yeah. In his case, too, his name draws a little around here, too, like now that he's found some online success and stuff. And, I mean, he hates this conversation. We've had it a billion times. But obviously, it's not like the Don't Tell engine where the marketing's being pumped for him. But, like, his face on a flyer and his name does draw a certain amount. I just think, and Kingsport in particular, like, we got our first Don't Tell in Kingsport coming up next month. And I've not done that city, even though I'm Tri-Cities, because I'm so scared of it. Because, like, probably with the exception of that New Year's Eve show, every show I've ever done in Kingsport is low sales, weird venue, bad crap, like something. It's just not, the town's not ready for it, or it's not that they're not ready, it's they just don't have it,
Well, there's so much free stuff that's awesome that they get.
Yeah.
That I think it's hard to really charge anything. Yeah. But yeah, there's not a lot of comedy that comes through there. Mm-mm. It's like my stuff and then a couple other like small time productions, and
a lot of it's changed hands too. Like I was even thinking about when we were talking about Market Street and you were like, did I book that? I forgot that at one point you were also booked. I did shows for you there too, and I did them for Rain, and I think Joey Gray, remember he used to have that spot in Jonesboro, the dispensary place. That might have been while you were gone. Because for a while after I started, you were gone for like a year or something. Yeah. He had a little dispensary with a little stage. That's where I met like Justin Mays and Tyler and Gibson and all those guys. Was doing a show for Joey there. And it was fun. Like I had a good time there. But same thing. It's like you're doing it in a sleepy little downtown, Jonesboro. And there's no history of comedy there. And there's no market to pull from. And it's hard. Independent shit is really hard. And that's what scares me absolutely shitless about possibly venturing into that on top of that's a lot for me.
What? And I realized with the New Year's show, like you just have to swing.
Oh yeah.
You got to take a chance and tweak it and figure it out. But my big thing is like I inherit a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I never get to go out and actually find a venue and build something that I want. Right. It's always somebody else starting a show.
You try to save stuff is what you do. Well, you swoop in and try to save stuff.
Well, yeah, because I feel like we only get one or two chances.
Sure.
Especially in small town where like it's mostly word of mouth.
Yeah.
And so I don't want us to get a bad name. I want us to look good and, have good comedy shows.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I feel like sometimes you get on a sinking ship and start like shoveling water, and then you're like, fuck, my feet are getting wet. Like there's a reason it's sinking.
Up to my chin.
Yeah, before you get there though, it's already sinking. So it's like I understand 100% what you're saying of like wanting to found your own thing and
well, that's why I got rid of one of my shows, because I was booking two, but one didn't really have anywhere to go. And I think when Justin came in, that was the point where I was like, all right, this venue's not working with me.
Right.
They're not helping me at all.
Yeah. And are they even doing that anymore? Are they still?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not at the
I tried to
Kingsport
give
location.
it away to another comedian, and they didn't really want it.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. A lot of people don't want to produce too.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's how you build a scene. That's how you build, your own self, is like producing shows teaches you so much.
So much.
But
I also hosted mine for 6 months. So I went from being the worst host to being a decent host just because I forced myself to do it.
Yeah, you've grown so much as a comedian.
I had to.
Just
because I don't tell. Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you can't do the same stuff over and over.
I'm the only comic that's been on every 2 weeks for 2 years.
You have to write new stuff. You have to really put yourself out there. But that's it's so hard here for me because, like, Alaska is a small scene.
Sure.
But everybody was pretty driven. Like, even if they weren't trying to make it, they were still, like, trying to get better and trying to, like, push themselves.
Not just hobbyists.
Yeah, and here I feel like it's a lot of, when I have time, I'll do stuff.
Yes.
And, that's Chris Tester coming in. Like, that's helped push me a lot because...
That kid awoke something in me.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him.
That's what he's only been doing it for a few months, but he took second at the comedy comp.
Yeah. And I don't want to say he's like the greatest comedian that ever lived or anything, but like just the fact that he has jokes. Yeah. Yes. And he's excited and it's infectious because I kind of like the broader point of what we've been talking about this whole time is like you do start to get a little kind of like bitter or jaded or bored a little bit with things or like feel like you hit a ceiling and you don't know where to go.
Get beaten down.
Yes, beaten down. And then you see a kid like that who's like all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's like, this is awesome. And you go, oh yeah, it is awesome.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like he's going to pass me.
Yeah.
And with anybody that's, coming up, I'm always like, all right, don't let him pass you.
Yeah.
Because that's just like, I get fueled off the competition.
Sure.
But it's so weird here because everyone's polite and, doesn't really talk shit or anything else. And I'm like,
they do, just not to you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, talk shit to my face. Like, post it on Facebook. I'll prove you wrong. That's how in Alaska, I had so many people that would just like make fun of me for, my passion.
Yeah.
And it fueled me.
Sure.
Because I told somebody early on, I was like, I want to be the best comedian in Alaska. And they were like, oh, okay.
Right.
And, I don't think I ever became the best comedian in Alaska, but I definitely pushed my way to the top and was like, you're going to recognize me for this.
Sure. To the highest level you thought you could reach there, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I left, and I think it was a good thing. But
it's also like big fish in a small pond is not really all it's cracked up to be. Like I even last night when we talked about me showing up to the bike, when you brought me up, you're like, this next guy's kind of a big deal, which like people say that shit to me all the time now, and you're joking, but like people mean it. Some people mean it when they say it around here. I just hate that. Like I didn't ask for that. I don't
think it's funny.
Do it for that. Right. I know it's different with you, but like I get a lot of I think resentment a little bit around here of like, oh, Mr. Don't Tell. I'm like, is that not good? You're welcome. Like I bust my ass for that show and we're keeping it alive.
I just like it because I feel like whenever I say that, it lights a little fire under people. They're like, oh no.
It puts pressure on for sure.
And that's Travis hates it too.
Oh yeah.
But I just, people have done
Travis
it to me.
hates, this next comedian is the golden child of Bristol. He's the greatest comedian to ever walk the face of the earth.
Which I think's hilarious.
I do too.
Like I've been making stuff up. Like the other day, I was like, he's an international touring comedian. Like last night, I was like, he's actually got a trip coming up. He's going to Japan soon. And he came up on stage and tried to riff off Japan, and it didn't work. And he just looked at me.
I mean, technically, he did. Greenland that time, right?
Oh yeah.
So technically he is international at this point. Yeah.
No, I think it's funny. Like I used to have a comedian in Alaska who just be like, he opened up for Bernie Mac and this and that.
So funny. I do. I mean, I think it is a small scene for sure. In my mind, it's like there is such a divide between the hobbyists you're talking about who, some of them are just like, I just like going out on Wednesday and having fun, seeing my friends. Yeah. And I have no problem with that. I think we need those people. But there's a huge divide between that and then those of us that take it real serious and like do shows in other cities or produce or whatever. We don't have a lot of that middle ground. So like a guy like Chris, the idea that he's working his way up to that, or like Brand Buster S and tries to grow as a comedian, like people who invest in it, it makes me happy to see it. Because Hunter Roberts is a friend of ours too, is a comedian, and I talked with Hunter one time and he was like, there's been 3 comedy scenes since I've lived here that have come and died, and he was like, I gotta say, of the 3, this is my favorite one so far. And that's the first time, this is years ago, but the first time ever I was like, oh, this shit could just go away.
Oh yeah, and that's
so easy.
That's what I've been trying to preach the whole time, is like, it may not be the best scene ever, but we can make it whatever we want.
Yeah.
And like
it can go away.
Yeah. And that's what I'm afraid of, is because like, I can go on the road, I can do all these things, but I need somewhere to come back to and practice and like keep it alive. And like, I'm in a rebuilding phase because like, I used to strip for comedy.
I know, I miss
it. Not for money.
I miss it.
I miss it too. That's when I was the most comfortable.
You should do it. I don't see an issue with doing it.
I just realized that it was a crutch.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to learn how to do it.
But it's not also that, like, you have the jokes, you know, it's just a routine. It's entertainment more than it's stand up, but that's part of it. I think that's like, I do I don't love that I toss a fucking Werther's original every time I do, the hits or whatever. Like, that's super. There's definitely comics in the back that are like hacky ass bullshit. Like, I know they do that. I know they do.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
You can't worry about all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm there for the crowd, not for you. I don't have to impress you.
It's like, Carrot Top and Gallagher and all these people have made it very far doing that stuff. But
Carrot Top's been a punchline for 30 years. But he's got like a Vegas residency and shit out of it. Yeah.
But I think it really comes down to just like what you're comfortable with. Yeah. And for me, I want to be really good and
writing.
Yeah, writing and performing.
Not rely on shtick.
Yeah.
As much. Yeah.
And so I'm definitely more comfortable now.
Yeah.
Without it. But
that's good.
I have been thinking a lot because, like, I did a burlesque show not too long ago at the club, and I just went into it with like, I went on stage and I was like, hey, if you guys could help me, I'm actually trying to audition for this burlesque group, and the burlesque group was like, yeah, let's go, and the audience was all for it, and it went so well. And
really,
I was having so much fun.
That's funny.
And then afterwards, I was like, man, I miss it. Like I miss stripping. I gotta start
stripping again.
Just because it's like it's so unpredictable, and it's just like even if you've seen it 1,000 times, I try to add a different element to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be more vulnerable. I'm trying to take my comedy to the next level. And that's been the hardest thing for me.
Didn't you tell me one time that you lost like a bunch of years worth of material?
Yeah, I lost like 3 years of material not too long
ago. In like
a
notebook or something, right?
No, in my phone.
In your phone.
I had everything because I have like 50 or 60 folders within my phone, but one of them is just new material. Right. Where I'll just write premises.
Some
of
them are like Batman porn and different things. Right.
Donkey lovers.
Sure.
Just like whatever I can think of with my crazy brain.
Yeah.
And I lost all of it, and I was upset for a second, and then I realized I was like, because I think I heard Snoop Dogg or someone say like,
okay,
whenever you think you have it all, I can't remember how it went. But
very motivational.
It was essentially like just like use that as something to like push yourself further. So whenever I lost all that, I was like, all right, this is a time for me to like, just start over and figure that, like, because I have so much stuff in that new material folder because I never edit. I always just write.
Yeah.
And then never do anything with it unless like I take it to a mic and it gets a chuckle.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, we're going to take that one piece, move it over. But recently I took all that stuff from the new material and I put it into a folder on my computer. And today I went to print it all out because I was going to go through and highlight what I want and like reorganize it and try to, because I probably have an hour in there that I could make into something. And as I was printing, it was 179 pages.
Oh my God.
On my computer. Because like I always scroll through to show people like how much I have. But when I printed it out, I have this fat stack of papers sitting on the counter at home now.
It's like a 300-point font. It's all giant words.
No,
that
it's
would be
all
hilarious.
12.
I know. How funny if it's like one word per page. 179 pages.
It just says, you should quit comedy.
It's like 6-point font, tiny little serial killer font.
Well, no, it's all at 12.
I remember we were out back at the club when you told me, you're like, I lost my phone. I think I lost like 3 years of material. And I was like, oh my God, what are you going to do? And you were like, oh, I'll probably just write some more. And I was like, why are you not more freaked out by this? Dude, my life would be over if I lost all of my material.
It was hard for a second because it was like, sometimes I'll write stuff and it's like 2 years later. I'm like, that's where that goes.
Sure. That's the best fit when you go, oh, that's why I put that on the shelf.
I just write everything.
That's great.
But yeah, now I have this hard copy of my brain sitting on the counter.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm just like,
flip through it.
This is going to take months. But
are you still doing your pod too? I want to make sure that we can plug everything you're doing right now. Besides Blue Ridge, obviously, support Blue Ridge. But
yeah, I gotta learn how to edit.
That's the worst.
No, I think I wanted the video and everything else, but I think recently I decided that I'm just going to put out an audio, and then I'm going to use clips from the video that I have, because I can just clip out the stuff from my phone,
and not have to do the full,
use it as like advertisement or whatever for each episode.
Yeah, that's what I should have done starting out with the show, but I've committed to the loyal 20 viewers that support me, so I don't want to back up on it too bad.
Yeah, and that's the hard part too, is because it's like, who am I putting all this work in for? And then I've realized it's for me. It's so that whenever, in a few years, I'll have all the tools I need to be able to focus on my career. And
that backlog of work, like that's one thing I think about too, is, if I'm still doing this show in 5 years, God willing, I'll look back and go, oh my God, I'm on episode 600 or whatever the hell. And there's some pride that comes with each one. Because I know how much work goes into each one. But as that number ticks up, it means something to me. It's nice. Plug your podcast, plug anything you want to. I gotta go meet that lady here in a second. But plug anything you want. And then also a little about Blue Ridge too, because I know you're there all the fucking time at this point. I have 2 podcasts I'm working on right now. Kind of. One's 2 J's in a Pod. Okay. That's with me and JoJo. Yeah. And then that one's just kind of like, rambling. Yeah. That kind of stuff. But then I'm also trying to do one. Fun. Yeah. Yeah. I have another one that I'm working on called Unstable Geniuses. Okay. And that's more so like mental health and comedy and stuff like that. That's with Dustin. That's perfect. So, and I want Dustin to edit it. Yeah. Hopefully he's hearing this and like, okay. Oh, he will. He'll listen. He's one of my 20. Yeah. He's number 1. Dustin will text me because episodes are supposed to drop Tuesday at 9. At 9:15, if it's not up, he'll be like, what the fuck? I'll be like, oh, I didn't know the upload failed. Thank you for letting me know. Did you ever see the trailer for Unstable Geniuses? I don't think so. It's so great. Okay. We'll plug it. He took a bunch of rambling from the episode we did, and he put like that Hollywood twist on it. And so it's just us saying random things out of context, and it's so great. Like it's on Spotify. You can look at Unstable Geniuses, and it's I love it. That's so funny. He's so busy with everything else that I don't want to. I think he wants me to share in the editing with him. Sure. But if we did that, it would be like great episode, dog shit episode, great episode. This is a Jared episode. Yeah, this is brought to you by Jared's Fingertips. Yeah, yeah. Fake Jared Hazen, is that still you? Fake Jared Hazen on Instagram, Jared Hazen on Facebook. What about What's the other one you used to do? The backwards one? You still have that?
Oh yeah, I still have. I don't use that page anymore. I'm trying to turn it.
I can't even say it's your name backwards.
It's my name. When I was deployed to Afghanistan, I would have a lot of weird, shady Afghani characters who would, always try to get info from us.
Yeah.
And so I would tell them my name was Daraj Nazar because it sounded like it fit in,
Yeah.
And I used it to troll for a long time.
Daraj.
My regular Facebook.
Sure.
Then I created my comedy one. And now I'm just giving some age to the old one so that I can go back into trolling and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. There's that, and then Blue Ridge Comedy Club.
Absolutely. Which comes up every episode at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I work there. I'm trying to help build it up, keep it alive. So
We got, this will be out next week, so I know Rory's coming up. Is it sold out, Rory?
No, Rory's not sold out yet. I think
That's
we
crazy
still have maybe like 40 tickets left.
I actually have to get my tickets too, but that's insane.
Because I think definitely, it's already sold 115.
Yeah.
But it's probably the week of.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Rory Scovel, for
I don't think
listening.
anybody knows,
Incredible.
like around here, who he is.
Yeah.
But he's one of my favorite comedians.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievably funny.
We have Tommy Davidson is coming soon.
I can't tell you how much that excites me.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
He's a big part of the reason I do stand up.
I think we have Liz Meal.
She's awesome.
That's how you say her name?
She's
going to be
too.
here next week.
She's done some stuff in Knoxville. She's awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, we have a lot of great shows, and
That's
the
awesome.
open mics are always fun. We're always looking for new
Wednesdays.
comedians.
And don't show up late because you'll have to go on as soon as you get there.
Yeah,
So,
if you show up late, you got to do 30 minutes.
show up on time. Yeah. Thanks, Jared. Thanks for coming. Thanks for
having
supporting
me.
everybody. Follow Fake Jared Hazen on Instagram and BlueRidgeComedy.com. Is that BlueRidgeComedyClub.com?
BlueRidgeComedy.com.
There it is. Follow them. Thanks, buddy. Bye, guys.
Bye.